the fielder. It got through the bowler, Javagal Srinath, and then it also got through Prabhakar.
Yes, uppishly played, and desperate efforts by the Indians. Coming from all directions there to try and cut that one off. A beautiful shot. That's a huge six over the ball. It's a magnificent shot. Into the Queensland woods. It's the Wacker, well, whatever it is. It's a big six, I can tell you that. What a shot. More of that, please, Dean Jones. I think that's the Queensland Cricket Association section down there. That might have ended up in the bar down that section of the ground. Oh, well taken. What a beautiful shot that was.
So Dean Jones against Srinath, and showing the kind of form that all Australia have been waiting for. Good positive start. And the batsman who it is claimed is the best in the one-day game. And that's the type of form that the Australians are looking for from this man. Come in with the loss of 2 wickets quite early on for Australia. And a tremendous shot once more. Really swinging the bat with full freedom this morning, Dean Jones. And that came off the dead centre. Oh, magnificent shot. Picked it up off the legs and really clobbered it through mid-wicket. That came like a shot from a gun.
Again, a very aggressive approach here by David Boon. Ball sliding into the legs. Really on about middle stump.
This World Cup has attracted attention all over the world. A lot of journalists and photographers coming in from several countries. Magnificently hit through the line for 4 from the time it left the bat. And I don't think we need to say that David Boon is a former batsman in the Australian team after seeing that shot. Really hit through the line. Lovely batting pitch this, and Boon hammered it between mid-off and extra cover for 4.
Raju continues, left arm around the wicket. And he's gone. Well, there's good bowling. Enticed him down the pitch. Ravi Shastri takes the catch. A beautiful piece of bowling by Raju. Beat him in flight. Didn't quite get to the pitch ball, and it's a vital wicket.
Maybe that the ball didn't spin either because it's gone away on the onside, and I'm sure that David Boon was trying to hit with the spin, hit over the offside, but the ball's virtually gone straight on and finished in the hands of Ravi Shastri. So that's a terrific blow struck there by Venkatapati Raju. Australia 3 for 102.
Steve Waugh, the new batsman. It's well placed. That could go all the way. Beautifully timed and placed shot by Steve Waugh.
Yes, the captain had just brought mid-on up into the circle. That's Prabhakar, because they were getting some easy singles down there. And Steve Waugh took advantage of that. Picked the gap beautifully.
Superb stroke. It's a great shot. Pick up 3, so good over by Stephen Waugh. He picks up 7 runs. 3 for 130.
Man at deep backward square, can't get that. It's a good shot by Dean Jones. Off the meat of the bat, half century for Jones. Very important innings, not just for the right-hander, but also for Australia.
And the advantage of a small ground for the batsman here. The ball struck very hard, very cleanly.
And the man at deep square leg, 15-20 metres behind square, only had to move 2 or 3 yards, but it wasn't enough.
And there'll be no more of that from Steve Waugh. A little bit of room for the shot. That's well bowled by Srinath. It's been a good over so far. Pressure onto the batsman, and the bowler came out on top.
Very much victory for Srinath. Steve Waugh trying to make room, being cramped for space by the length of the ball. And the bail's going. Steve Waugh returns. Australia 4 for 156.
Big Tom Moody, who's come in at number 6. That won't please Srinath, and it certainly won't please his skipper. A full toss on leg stump to take it up to 4 for 160.
Bit of a risk here, continuing with Srinath. Taking a bit of stick so far today.
And some more. Hit right through the line of the ball, so the new bat seems to have worked the trick for Tom Moody. Right over the infield for 4. And Prabhakar is coming back into the attack. He has 3 more overs, so presumably he'll bowl them out. Bowled in, dragged it on, just got the inside edge, hitting right across it. Tom Moody, and Prabhakar gets a wicket with the first ball of a new spell, and Australia have lost their 5th wicket.
A little bit of predicting going on here by Tom Moody. Decided that he was going to go down the ground. It was the slower ball, the off-spinner from Prabhakar. Tom Moody only managed to help it onto his middle stump. So Tom Moody's on his way for 25. Australia 5 for 198.
Australia 5 down, and their captain Alan Border comes in.
Paul Dev knows that he's got to bowl a good line, but keep mixing up the pace.
Good hit. There's a man out there, but he won't get it. That's well struck by Dean Jones.
Paul Dev trying the faster delivery. Dean Jones onto it straight away, aiming it wide of mid-on. Just rolling the wrists on it as he hits through the ball. Works it away from the wide mid-on fieldsman.
Dean Jones, they're at number 6 on the list.
Yeah!
And he struck that beautifully, and that's 16 runs in the over. 3 boundaries in the over to Jones. Kapil Dev conceding 16 off it, 5 for 219.
Get it over the side screen for 6, I say. Oh, it's going, you beauty, onto the dog track for 6. Slot right into that mid-wicket area. Beautiful shot from Dean Jones. Well, he's got to hit through everything now, right to the end of the innings.
As he moves on to 90, he got that on the up, was a fraction short, and hit through mid-wicket. That was where he had to go. There was a gap there. Hit as clean as a whistle. Beautifully struck. Hoik over mid-wicket, he'd call that. Got it on the rise, hit it beautifully.
As the bowler be trying to bowl one right up in the block hole, rather over pitch than under pitch. Doesn't want Dean Jones to get under this one. He's hit that straight down the ground. It's going, no, it's not, it's right in the air. He's saying, leave it to me, I'll catch it. Yes, he will, he's got it. Jones out. Just for a second, there was going to be chaos there. There was potential for a 3-way collision. But good thinking by Prabhakar. He told them all to go away, and he ended up taking the catch himself.
As Mike Prabhakar ends Dean Jones's fine innings of 90 with a good catch. It wasn't easy. He went for it, got under it a bit, and there's Prabhakar going back. It was very, very high, mid-on. And mid-off come in, and Prabhakar at the end does the job. Jones out for a magnificent 90. Superb innings. 108 balls faced. Caught and bowled Prabhakar. 6 for 230.
It's Craig McDermott. He's gone for that one. This is in the air. This could be out. It is, oh, brilliantly caught. Absolutely magnificently caught by Middle. The DJ coming in there, and what a catch that is. RJ Jadeja coming in from mid-off. Now you have a look at this.
Yes, he didn't pick it up for a while either. He was very deep. It was a high sky. There he is. He balks and he comes. He's got his eyes on the ball. What a magnificent catch that is. That is one of the best outfield catches you will ever see. Young man playing his first one-day international, border under it. A great running catch. That's what India need to do in these final deliveries. Good defensive cricket. Border out for 10. It's 7 for 235.
Peter Taylor's out there, but he's not on strike. Full toss, and that's out. So another wicket falls with the score on 236. So Australia now 8 down. Jadeja again taking the catch.
Much easier catch that one, but these are vital wickets for India. Australia like been 250 plus when Jones was on fire. They picked up Jones for 90. Now Border and McDermott depart. And India doing well in the final overs. It's so important. They'll be chasing about 240 odd, and then with a real chance here at the Gabba. McDermott out, 8 for 236.
Prabhakar to Hughes. Always missed that one as well. Another slow ball hit the stumps too, so that's a run out. So Taylor out, run out. The end of the Australian innings, 9 for 237.
Anticlimax there at the end with Merv Hughes unable to score in that final over. A very good one. From Prabhakar. I think the Australians will have settled for that, something around about the 240 run to make a target for India. At one stage it looked as though they might get to 250, 255. Not to be. 237 for 9 in all, with Boone making 43. Jones a brilliant 90. Lovely innings from him. Steve Waugh 29. The middle of the order fired this time. Moody 25 from 23 balls. Border coming in at number 7 made 10. 9 for 237. And Indian bowling. Kapil Dev expensive towards the end. Prabhakar, I thought, quite magnificent today. 3 for 41 compared with Kapil Dev's figures of the same. And Srinath 1 for 48 with Venkatapati Raju. Lovely 10 overs of spin, 1 for 37. 238 the Indians need. Very strong in batting. This will be a good contest.
Bowling! A wicket made by McDermott. Spot on. Over goes the castle. Great breakthrough. Beautiful piece of bowling by Craig McDermott.
And Srikanth didn't look like it at all. And McDermott bowled a beautiful over to him. Maintained a terrific line around off stump and then eventually hit off stump. And Srikanth missed that by a mile. He was playing down leg stump and it hit off stump. So India losing their first wicket with just 6 on the board.
The Indian captain, Mohammad Azharuddin, batting at number 3. It's a great shot. It should go all the way. Beautifully played. A bit of width there from Whitney. Perfect square cut.
And suddenly, where Whitney's line had been so good, first ball of the over, he was on the leg stump to Azharuddin, and that's not a good idea because he's such a strong player on the onside. And then since then, he's given Ravi a bit of width, and he's also been short outside off stump.
And here's the unmistakable figure of Merv Hughes. Oh, glorious shot. That's a magnificent shot to greet Merv Hughes from Mohammad Azharuddin.
Didn't waste any time. Mohammad Azharuddin might have reckoned that was going to be a loosener. And he really gave it something.
Very level comparison after 11 overs. Australia having lost their openers in that time. India have just lost the one. A run out here. And all sorts of problems. The ball eluding Whitney, and the clearest of runouts being missed by Australia. Alan Border can't believe it.
I'm surprised. Can hardly believe it up here. Terrible running between the wickets. Nice pick up and throw by Marsh. Ball bouncing to Whitney. He was trying to... and even then, extra fumbles.
That's the current run rate, well below that, but this is a pattern of the one-day game. And he almost killed his captain with the drive. Again, didn't quite time it as the shot suggested, and the ball won't get all the way.
Peter Taylor and Tom Moody, the two fielders. After 16.2 overs, rain stopped play. The number of overs available to India were reduced to 47, and the target score now is 236.
And Tom Moody continuing. Well, that's straight up in the air. This will be out. Yes, he's got him. So Shastri going for the big one, trying to hit the ball over extra cover. Stephen Waugh, very, very safe hands, gets himself perfectly placed underneath that one. So a wicket for Tom Moody, and Ravi Shastri makes his way back to the pavilion.
Shastri, I'm afraid to say, did look as though his concentration had wavered there. He's more worried about his feet. He's been trying to find his timing. Again, there he's miscued this ball straight up in the air. A good catch from Steve Waugh, going backwards at extra cover. Safely caught. India 2 for 53.
So the new batsman is out there now. Sachin Tendulkar.
In the air, but it's also in the gap. Moody will not get after it, will not catch up to it. It's into the hoardings.
Well, that made a pleasant change for India because they'd been thumping a lot of balls but hitting them straight to fieldsmen. Even fieldsman was in the deep, so they were just getting singles where they needed boundaries.
2 for 70 after 23 overs. And that is 4 more. And that's a very good demonstration of why this young man is considered one of the most promising young batsmen in world cricket.
Yes, he got the placement as well as the power on that occasion. Really thumped the ball, but you remember in the last over from Tom Moody that he whacked one straight to Mark Taylor at backward square leg.
It's in the air and he's gone. Steve Waugh, no trouble with those. Stephen Waugh, very safe pair of hands. Sachin Tendulkar going the slash, trying to hit it over cover. He got it just above head height for Steve Waugh. 2 hands went up, and no doubt.
Well, Tom Moody has got a couple of breakthroughs. Tendulkar trying to hit inside out there and go over the top of cover, only succeeded in going straight to Steve Waugh. And the third Indian wicket is now down with 86 on the board.
With 7 runs and over required, Kapil Dev has come in as the pinch hitter.
In the air, Merv, it's Mike Whitney. He's in that circle, so he couldn't get back. Deliberate shot, well played by Kapil Dev. Plenty of height on it, and it rolled away for 4. So 3-4, 99. The number of overs have been reduced, and that's 4 runs, and the comparison certainly with a few more blows like that will get a lot closer. Typical Kapil Dev shot.
Beautifully struck, but again in the air.
Over the top and well struck down the ground for 4, just short of the boundary again. Azharuddin timing the ball magnificently. And if he continues to bat like that, perhaps I will put a bit of money on India.
Well, still taking the risks here, Azharuddin.
Steve Waugh.
Well, that's beautifully struck. That's a magnificent shot. 4 more.
Well, there are gaps in this field. Kapil Dev picking one of those out with that ball well pitched up on the leg stump on Kapil Dev's legs. There's a man at square leg, very square, just in front of square. There's a long leg up in the circle. There's a big gap exactly where that ball went.
He's given him leg before. Kapil Dev looking to pull through the onside. Umpire Aldridge holds up the finger. Kapil Dev is not amused, but he has to go leg before. Steve Waugh strikes, and an important wicket for Australia.
Vital blow struck by Steve Waugh there. Kapil Dev possibly wondering about the height. A short ball from Steve Waugh. Certainly straight enough. And in fact, it's only hit him just on the roll of the knee pad there. Probably means it was going to hit. Probably means that Brian Aldridge's decision absolutely correct. And India now 4 for 128.
Sanjay Manjrekar comes in for his first match in the competition.
He's got that one away beautifully. One bounce and onto the dog track, not quite, hit the rail and came back down. Lovely timing. Way over the top of the mid-off fieldsman's head. Now he'll stay back, mid-on fieldsman. He'll stay back on the boundary, and so Merv Hughes will have to come into the circle. Lovely timing there. A few more of those, and India will be in with a chance.
Well, there's a start. Brilliant boundary by Mohammad Azharuddin.
That is a magnificent shot. The ball was short, and Mohammad Azharuddin onto the back foot. Smacked it straight over the top of extra cover's head. Magnificent timing. Now, the question is, what field are they going to set for Mandraker? The real gap is, I suppose, over the top of extra cover, or perhaps over the top of mid-wicket. That area is also uncovered. What a good shot that was. Premeditated move towards the offside, and then a magnificent flick towards mid-wicket. Right off the meat of the bat, closed the face, behind square it went for 4.
That's a beautiful stroke, and certainly well thought out by Mandraker. The man from deep fine leggers had to come up inside the circle. So there's plenty of area down there. There's a man at deep square.
Waugh comes in for his 10th and final over. That's just wide to Border. He'll throw at the stumps. He's struggling. He's out. Yes, Border does it. A magnificent throw. Mohammad Azharuddin on 93, struggling to make his ground, and Border from side on does it again.
Well, what an important piece of fielding this could turn out to be. Balls were disappearing all right. They were disappearing all around the ground. On this occasion, Mandraker has hit it to the right of Alan Border, a natural left-hander. He's had to move around the ball, pick it up from side on, and as he's so often done, steadies, fires, and bang, there it is, and on your way, Mohammad Azharuddin. A magnificent innings from him, 93 runs, deserved a century, but India now just slipping back. New batsman to come in, and they're under a great deal of pressure. Jadeja, the new batsman, 5 for 194, 236 is the target. So it's going to be very, very close, and the odds go back to Australia.
The end of a magnificent innings by the Indian captain. He took the challenge here today. He was slow at the box there. Border had him covered. The throw was a direct hit. He's out by half a metre. A magnificent performance under pressure by Alan Border. He's just too slow at the box, the Indian skipper. He balked and had a look as well. And Border, first in his right hand, spun around, and a magnificent throw. A great run out under pressure. Using his 9th over. Knocked him over. So that's another wicket down. India now struggling in the final overs. A big effort here at the Gabba. A new player failing to get bat on ball.
Well, Jadeja had to throw caution to the wind, but he had to keep the odds in his favour. I think he was looking to walk across to the offside and flick it over mid-wicket. The only flick it got was on his pad and straight through to the middle stump. Merv gives him the beady eye, and he's on his way. 6 for 199, so the target is just becoming more and more elusive. Prabhakar is should be the new batsman, but he's not. Kieran Moray is coming in.
Mandraker on 35. Slow ball, and he's got hold of that. It'll go all the way. That's a big one. That's 6. Just what's needed. Sanjay Mandraker picks up Mervyn Hughes' leg break and hoiks it over long on for 6.
This is what the Indians needed to do. Sweat off on the slower balls. Merv Hughes bowls them. Steve Waugh bowls them. There's the leg spinner. Good night, Mr. Spalding.
Well, that's what's needed. There he goes, and in comes Hughes again. Full toss, and he gets it for 4. Beautiful cricket. Sanjay Mandraker gets the full toss, whips it away for 4. 6 for 210. Whoa, what an over. 14 off the over. 6 for 210. 18 balls from 26, 4 wickets, and hence going to be Moody. He's got that. He beat Border. There'll be at least 2. Jones is the sweeper. 2 to Kieran Moray. Well, they can get 2 a ball, and they'll get very, very close here at the Gabba.
They need some boundaries here. Mandraker managed to hit Merv Hughes back over his head for 6. Another 6 would bring that equation back to pretty much even. India would be in pretty good position from there.
Tom Moody. Oh, it's top edge. In comes McDermott. He won't get it. Oh, and he falls over at the bowls in Kieran Moray. Should have been running like a whippet there. Slipped over. Didn't go for the second run. The pressure showing here at the Gabba. Top edge went over the wicketkeeper's head. McDermott did the cleaning up.
Actually, Kieran Moray may have done India a favour.
He's got that down to third man. That's 6 off the over. Coming back for the second. He's got to be out. Surely. It's gone. Yes, good throw by McDermott. They had to take it on. Sanjay Mandraker run out by a great throw by Craig McDermott. David Boon had the bails off in a flash, and that could be the end for India.
Almost a risk that didn't need to be taken. 6 runs from the over. The last thing they needed was Mandraker to get run out. He's taken Craig McDermott on, and you probably wouldn't find a stronger arm in the Australian side. He's only 35-40 metres from the bat by the time he's got it. No way in the world he can beat that throw. David Boon does the rest. Ian Robinson signals the out, and Mandraker is gone. India 7 for 216, and Srinath coming out to bat, so Prabhakar must be injured.
3 men inside the circle on the offside, 1 on the on. There's the ring of 3. They have to go over the top. They want to get 4s in that region. Border keeping the pressure on the offside. There's 1 or 2 gaps on the onside. McDermott comes in. He struck that straight. They look for 2 surely. Kieran Moray's coming down. Puts the bat down. Here they come. There's the throw from Peter Taylor. It's not all that strong. So 2 to Srinath. Hitting the ball, not off the full face of the bat, into the ground, but picks up 2. 6 balls to be bowled by Tom Moody. Kieran Moray, the experienced wicketkeeper batsman, on strike. They want at least 6 and a couple of boundaries here to win this. Crowd are really on the edge of their seats here at the Gabba. It's been a great match, a great fight back by India. Reduced match to 47 overs. That's 4. Jones coming around, may get, he's going in a big one. Sam's going to dive. No, 4 runs. Great effort by Dean Jones. So a great start by Kieran Moray.
A great effort by Dean Jones. He looked like he may get there in the end. It was a despairing dive, but he covered an enormous amount of ground. Tom Moody's the man under pressure. 9 runs required from 5 balls. Tom Moody's on a hiding to nothing.
Yes, and Moray will be looking for where he can deflect or where he can smash it. He's got it away again. This will be 4 more. So this is real chance here for India. Moody bowling the full pitch. Can they do it? Well, it's going to be very, very close to the real chance now. If Kieran Moray can keep his cool and put bat to ball, they'll just about win this.
Goodness me, Tom Moody doing the right thing, keeping the ball full, but it's very hard for anyone to bowl without a fine leg. Very, very difficult to bowl without a fine leg. There's a lot of pressure on Tom Moody. Alan Border will have aged about 3 or 4 years in the last couple of balls.
A runner ball will tie this for India. He's trying to flick it around the corner. That was probably a silly shot there because it was just desperate to put bat on ball. So Moody keeps it straight. Moray out. What a sensational finish here at the Gabba.
Tom Moody has done the right thing with all 3 balls. He's kept it full and pretty well in line with the stumps. He's done it again here, and Kieran Moray has taken a huge risk. Mind you, had he laid bat on that, that would have been 4 more. And stump vision has just disappeared from the Vulture Street end. The middle stump has just been shattered, and pretty well so have India's chances.
Well, what a finish. 8 for 231. Moray out with a fighting 8-run last over, and it's Manoj Prabhakar, the Indian street fighter, comes out to take guard here. He's a real tough customer. We see Moody there pitching. He was a little bit unlucky, didn't get some bat or pat onto that. Would have gone fine for a couple. What a tense finish. Here's Stump Vision getting knocked out. Good night, Stump Vision. Maybe good night, India.
So there it is. 5 runs required, 3 balls remaining. 1 good hit will win the game, but Manoj Prabhakar has demonstrated through the World Series matches that he's not the best slogger in the game. Quite a useful batsman. He really has to try and play normal cricket. Alan Border getting a bit nervous.
I'll say everybody's nervous here, because if they get knocked off here, they're 3 without a point. In comes Tom Moody. Manoj Prabhakar gets bat on ball. They'll run one here. Moody will throw. The overthrows. Yes. No. Just get the one. Wow, it's all happening. Moody fired. The ball went through the border, backing up, but in come Waugh from deep line and stopped the overthrow. There could have been one with an overthrow there. Great effort by Waugh. Here's the throw. He's missed, and Waugh backed up.
Really only had to throw the ball to Peter Taylor there, would have been good enough. Prabhakar, he didn't want any of the pressure. He decided he was off strike. So 2 balls left, 4 runs required. Everybody's on the edge of their seat.
3 to tie, a boundary will win it. It's got that away, they'll have to run. Oh dear, Smart not even running. So they run out, so that's virtually it. Crowd unfortunately running on the ground. There's still a ball to be bowled here. So Prabhakar run out. Javagal Srinath losing the plot there.
Well, there was probably no chance of a run, but in this situation, anything can happen. Even Alan Border can make a mistake. On this occasion, he realised there's no pressure. Tom Moody's back at the stumps. How would you like to be in Tom Moody's shoes? 1 ball to go, 4 runs required. Prabhakar on the way back to the pavilion. Srinath is the man in the hot seat for India. You've almost got to take a prediction if you're the batsman in this situation. You need a boundary. You've got to get bat on the ball. A half-decent hit can win the game for India.
Yes, they really should have tied it in this final over at least. They only needed to bat intelligently after those 2 fours. Unfortunately, Moray was bowled trying to whip it fine for the winning run with plenty of balls left. He probably could have done it. He was the man, Kieran Moray.
What do you think Raju might have said to him as he went past? Bill, good luck, pal.
Well, 1 ball to go. Javagal Srinath hasn't had a good day, but he can become a national hero with 1 hit here. They're all spread out, 4 inside the circle. Here's Tom Moody. He's got it at 6, could it be? He's coming around Mark Taylor. This is Steve Waugh. He's dropped it. He's got to go back for the 3rd. Come on, run. They're running. It's they win by 1 run, Australia. What a finish. He dropped the catch, but the throw was good enough, and the runner was not fast enough, so India miss out by 1 run to tie.
What about that for a nerve-tingling finish? Absolute excitement here at the Gabba, and the Australians just got up with that last ball victory. This is the card of the Indian innings. They needed 236 on their adjusted total. They finished with 234, with Ravi Shastri 25 and Mohammad Azharuddin a brilliant innings, a brilliant captain stroke of 93 from 102, and Manjrekar 47 from 42. Kapil Dev came in and hit 21 from the same number of balls, and that partnership was the one that got India on track. 234 they finished with, and the bowling for Australia, well, there were times when it was under pressure, but they hung in there. McDermott 9 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 35. Whitney none for 36.